Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy HJ. Welcome back to HJ's Garage. I know we've been off air for quite some time, but we're back now. Something slightly different today. We're going to do a supercharger pulley on this XFR. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so here we've got an XFR 5-litre supercharger. This is owned by one of my best friends, Achu. He's in today for a supercharger pulley. He wants a bit more power, as all of us do. So we're going to run you through the steps on how to do that. It's a fairly straightforward job. You just need a few normal tools, which I'll run you through as we go along. Achu has already changed to some cone filter setup, but these will be removed for some K&N filters, panel filters, which actually would be a better thing for this particular car. We've got to remove both side air boxes. We're going to take off the intake over here, and then we'll slacken off the tensioner. So we've got the belt off, and we're going to use a puller. Then we're going to put the smaller diameter pulley on there, which will give us a little bit more boost, a little bit more power. We're looking at about 600 brake horsepower or thereabouts. So let's crack on, let's get to it. So we're just going to take these cone filters off. Just simply unplug the math here. Fucking hell, man. There we go. Alright, Jubilee clip. So without the cones, there's some bolts over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts on the air filter housing cover. It simply just pulls up straight off, take the old filter out, and I'll show you what we do next. The next step is to remove these intake funnels, if you want to call it that. Basically, it's just a Phillips head screwdriver, these little clips. We've already taken this one out, so I'll show you how to do it on the next one. You can split it here, so that comes off. Okay, and the next thing is, if you look over here, there's meant to be a 10mm bolt over here. Just remove that and just pull it up. There we go. So we'll just take these Phillips head plastic off, and they usually never like coming off properly. So here we just split this here. Clips and shit, man. That other one didn't have any of these clips. Yeah. There we go. As you can see, there's a 10mm there. There we go. So over here, there's just this vacuum line that we just pop off. Pop it off. Idiot. And there's a Jubilee clip here. Okay, that's loose. Here. There we go. Try not to lose this. And that's off. If you look over here, there's your belt tensioner. So what we're going to do is now we're going to slack off the belt tensioner. So this is what I've got set up. It's a 3/8 ratchet with a really short extension, because there's not very much room down there. So it literally goes, there's a little slot for it. Okay, and there we go. And what we're going to use is just an old gym bar to go on top of it, just so it gives us that little bit more leverage. So literally just that, and that's the belt off the supercharger. The next thing we're going to do is we're just going to pop this cover off. It's just a little plastic cover on the supercharger pulley. Here's the new supercharger pulley, guys. It's a 60mm pulley, as you can tell, significantly smaller than the stock one. Here's our tool to remove the supercharger pulley. I will put the link to this tool at the bottom. You guys can rent it after watching this video if you guys want to do it on your own car. got the puller set up on the supercharger pulley, as you can see over here. So it's a little bit fiddly, but you know, a little bit of workaround, you get to it and you get it on nice and square. The bolt here is a 24mm, so we're going to use it on a 3/8 ratchet. Over here we've got just a big adjustable to hold this in place so it doesn't move, essentially. Beautiful. You don't need to cut off the supercharger pulley. Any videos you've watched and they've cut the supercharger pulley, they're doing it wrong. You just need the right tool. The reason why I'm wearing welding gloves is basically we need to heat up the center of the pulley just so it goes straight over. Use welding gloves only because they can take that heat. They're heat resistant for that. So we're going to use a propane torch. We've got the new pulley installed, as you saw just earlier. You've got to put a lot of heat into it, so you've got to make sure it's red hot before you put it on and make sure it goes on square. So now all we've got to do, slacken off the tensioner again and put the belts back on. We're going to put the intake boot back in. Just literally just slides in like so. Alright, so next we're just going to pop these back in. Alright, so here's the other box on this side. So we're just going to put the maths from the cone filter mod back into the stock airbox. So for this it's just a 7. Right, you probably won't need to do this unless, you know, you've decided you want to go with the cones. Straightforward, it just literally pops out here. Just put these screws back in there. So on here the T20s. So There's just 2 screws here. If you look on the MAF sensor, there's an actual direction for air. And just when you screw them in, make sure it goes evenly so it sits perfect. As we mentioned earlier, we're putting these K&N panel filters in. They're already ready oiled, ready to just pop in. Literally just slots in nicely, sits as it should. Okay. So for here, we just need to pop it back into its mount. There we go. And these are again T20s. You know it's on, just tighten up the Jubilee clip. That's that one done. That's it, all back together. So that's the supercharger pulley changed. All of it put back together. Intakes are back in with the new K&N filters. So all we've got left to do is finish off. We were actually doing a AC condenser on this car as well. That's already been done. We just need to put the under tray back on and we'll get the car started. So that's all done, ready to go out and be ragged about a little bit more. So if you guys enjoyed what you saw, I know it was a little bit different from the usual projects that we do on the channel. I really appreciate the support, guys. Just like and subscribe below. I've got the link to the Instagram down below here. Keep watching, keep locked in, guys. We will come up with a lot more videos. As you can tell, the BMW over there in the corner needs some loving. So there will be more videos on it as the weeks progress. And I really hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.